All right, so the math dealer here, and we're going to kick out a few limits here, okay? But that's not going to keep us bounded. Little fun there. Okay. So anyway, so when you're trying to find a limit, the first thing you always do is plug in your number, right? You plug in your number, substitute, plug and chug. You've seen pictures. I throw the 4 in, I do a little shimmy, shimmy, work, work, I get 0. Throw the 4 in the denominator, shimmy, shimmy, work, work, I get 0 again. 0 over 0 is an indeterminate form. When you get an indeterminate form, oh, lo and behold, you need to do something, okay? Well, that something in this case is multiplying by what we call the conjugate, okay? The conjugate in this case would be the square root of x plus 2 over the square root of x plus 2. If you recall from algebra days, a minus b times a plus b always got me a squared minus b squared. The reason why this is helpful is because it's going to remove the radical from the numerator. I know, I'm excited too. Whoop, whoop. So when I FOIL this guy out, I'm left with an x minus 4. Okay, now I did say FOIL, but you know what I mean. You're distributing. Bottom line is it's the first term being squared minus the second term being squared. Merry Christmas, there you go. In the denominator, do me a favor, do not distribute that, even though we are robots and we really, really, really want to distribute, just say no. The reason why we're going to say no to that case is because if I have an x minus 4 in the numerator and an x minus 4 in the denominator, yeah, they divide out to get you 1. So now I'm finding the limit as x goes to 4 of 1 over the square root of x plus 2, which of course would be 1 over the square root of 4 plus 2, which is 1 over 2 plus 2, which, yep, you know it, is 1/4, right? So that's going to be the limit as x goes to 4 of this expression, okay? Now, some of you might have been thinking, wait a minute, way back when, I actually could factor. Yeah, I remember those factoring days. Technically, you could have factored this one. I don't want to act like you're not going to do that, right? And the way you would factor is note that x minus 4 is in fact the square root of x minus 2 times the square root of x plus 2. If any of you all saw that from the jump, that's awesome. Those would cancel. You were left with 1 over the square root of x plus 2 with that limit as x goes to 4. And yeah, shimmy, shimmy, work, work, you're going to get the same answer. But since this video is supposed to be about rationalizing, I didn't want to show you that one. But since I just did, look at that. Isn't that exciting? Okay, let me erase this guy over here. And now let's look at this little limit. X goes to negative 17. Plug it in, right? You plug in negative 17, you get 0 in the numerator and you get 0 in the denominator, which means you need to do something. Well, this something again means you're going to be multiplying through by the conjugate. Dun, 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 dun. So now this one, yeah, it's going to get a little funny, but you know, whatever. We're cool. We can handle it. We're tough. We're in friggin' calculus. Yeah, we can handle it. We got this, right? So now, when you FOIL this guy out, you get 16 times 16. That's 16 squared. Yeah, I'll go with that one, right? Minus, and of course, when you take the radical times the radical, yeah, you're going to end up getting x squared minus 33, right? Denominator, do not, please, just say no. Don't FOIL that guy out, or distribute, excuse me. I should have said distribute. Because, you know, us math teachers were like, foiling is not an operation. It's just a thing we use to remember. That's what we get. Awesome sauce. Okay, so anyway, so 16 squared. Yeah, I gave you time to figure that out. All right. You all knew it was 256, right? Minus x squared minus, which is a plus because we're distributing, right? Plus 33. And in the denominator, I'm left with x plus 17. And the denominator, I still have 16 plus that square root of x squared minus 33. Yeah, I know it's a little tricky. It looks a little funny, but just giggle a little. You're cool. You can handle it, right? Right? And I think the problem that some people will forget is distributing that negative, but not you because you're tough. Yeah, that's cool. So I end up getting 289 minus x squared. And this denominator, notice, is he's just hanging around for the party. Like, he has not changed. He's like, dude, I'm just going to chill. You'll deal with me in another lifetime. Well, not another lifetime, but a little bit later, okay? Now, crazy thing about this board, I'm going to have to slide this up. Yeah, I know, I write big, it's craziness, but hey, whatever. All right. Now, some math teachers will get all mad because I didn't write the limit as x goes to negative 17. But remember, this is a tutorial video. I'm just trying to kick out some answers here. Yeah, you heard it. So 289 minus x squared. If you recall, that is the difference of two squares. Now, if you were in my class, we would call that a screamer. What the heck? 17 minus x, 17 plus x. Love the sound effects. I know you miss them, right? 16 plus the square root of x squared minus 33. And now x plus 17 cancel with x plus 17. Now plug in your negative 17. When you plug in your negative 17 in the numerator, you get 17 minus a negative 17. I don't know why I just had to write that out. That was fun. And then when you plug in negative 17 here, right? 17 squared, we already know is 289. Minus 33 is 256, right? You know that. Maybe you didn't know it, but now you do, right? And of course, the square root of 256 is 16. So really you have 16 plus 16 down here, which I think is 32. And yeah, you could clean this guy up and you get 17 over 16. Exciting. I know, so exciting. All right, well, this is the Math Dealer signing off. I hope this was a good little example of two limits. I know it was a little sloppy, but hey, you can handle it. All right, remember, nothing can hold you down. It's limitless.